Hey guys, it's Kevin with Watchhimtrade.com. Today's date is May 9th, 2015. This is going to be a video chart on Netflix. Netflix, starting out looking at a weekly chart here, just to get the obvious point across, and that is that this thing has been an absolute beast over the last 3-4 years, going from $100 all the way up to now 574. So what I like about Netflix is you had a nice consolidation from about the beginning of 2014 until just recently when you broke out on that earnings move. That's right here, this big fat candle, and you held the entire breakout. There was no back testing, no real hard pullback, nothing like that. The stock has just been holding very well. So I'm going to switch back to the daily chart to show that hold right here. So this is what I'm talking about. The big run up on earnings and then a nice tight consolidation between 550 and 570. Well, on Friday you just broke out of that, closed at the highest closing level in the stock of all time, and she looks really, really good. I don't think there's much negative you could say about Netflix. For those of you that say this is a bubble stock, well, remember, bubbles are long-term factors. They are not short-term factors. Yes, they can pop at any second, but as a near-term day trader, not going to be concerned with that bubble stuff because, if it happens, I'll see it intraday and, should be good enough to recognize it. So just want to throw that out there. This is purely technical here, not really focusing on any fundamentals of Netflix. And the technical picture is very, very strong. So what I want to see now is this higher low that you got right here. You see you came down towards 550, what I'm marking as number 1, and then you gapped up and then pulled back, but then found a higher low, which I'm marking as number 2. That number 2 is 556, okay? So to me, as long as you stay above 556 in the near term, this thing is going higher. Even better would be if you can just now hold the base of this new gap higher from Friday, which is in the 560s at 566.75. So now, to me, as long as you can stay around 566s, just call it 565 to make things easier, she's going higher, and that's the momentum setup. And again, mentioned 556 is more of kind of a trend setup moving forward. Key resistance is the all-time high, which isn't very far away at all, right around 577 right now. Get above 577. I'm looking for a move into the 580s, and overall looks like $600 is a magnet here in my view, unless we get some drastic reversal here. But until you break beneath that 556 and then come beneath really 550, you're just going to be hard pressed to see serious downside. If you were to break down at 550, then you could come down and pressure the earnings low from the gap, which is right around 530, 532s, that low 530 area. This area right here, this earnings base, that is critical momentum support. If you were to get below there, then that's where you start to say, okay, maybe this bubble is starting to pop, and there's a lot of open space back down to 480, and then below 480 you could end up coming all the way back down to 400. But take it one step at a time. I don't see that right now, and I won't see it until you can start breaking some supports, which quite frankly Netflix hasn't been able to do. So trend is your friend. Trend is clearly higher in the meantime, so keep looking for upside as long as you hold the aforementioned levels.